Hello, universe. How are you today? It's almost bedtime for me. Oh, well. Had a rather busy day. I am happy. I've been learning something about technology today. Whenever you can learn something new, it gives you this feeling that you can conquer the world. One piece of education at a time. Today's lesson was about the iPhone or Apple devices, which makes me very happy with them. Now, I've had Android phones before, and granted that they have been prior or previous versions in technology comparative to this. So I've had what was called the G1. It was an HTC phone back in the day called the G1. And I had that phone, and I never did that much with the phone because it did not really have, back in that time, a lot of adaptive technology that would make it easier for me to easily maneuver through menus. And I was always told by people that I should try out Apple because of Siri. Well, it took me four or 5 years after I got that Android phone. And I didn't just have that one, but before I moved over to Apple products. And since I've had Apple products, specifically the iPhone, the iPad, the iPod, and the Mac that I now have, I have less than high opinions of PC computers and PC devices now, because Apple just seems more adaptive. It seems like it works better for people who have sight challenges. For example, my brother has a Galaxy, one of the little Galaxy tabs. It's basically equivalent to the size of the iPod that you're being recorded on, or that this video is being recorded on. And I use Audible books, but I could also technically download Kindle books if I had the app for iPhone or iPad, or just books in general, that have PC or that have PDF formats or whatever. If I had the reader on the iPod. Oh, what am I doing? I need to turn the fan on. I wonder if she's on. There it goes. And so I could download those and effectively read them, and I could skip through them, or push on a line, and it would start reading the entire book. As a matter of fact, I know someone who has far less sight than I do. He doesn't use Audible. He uses Kindle books, and he reads books on his iPad. And what he does is, or his iPhone, but how he works and moves to the next section is he does bookmarks and key word searches to find his place again so he can continue reading. Now, conversely, on the Android market, it's not that they don't have reading technologies that you can download to work with your phones or devices, but it just seems like the interaction is less. So we can cut out some of this noise here. So anyways, it seems like it has less flexibility in a way. They're adaptive or voice aid apps. So you couldn't just click on it and have the book continually read. It will read line by line in most cases. So I definitely find Apple to be more adaptive. It's easier to turn off the technology if you don't need it, because there's times when I don't need it. But there's a lot of times now where I'm discovering I can do a lot of things more conveniently with the technology. Like, I don't have to look at a watch or anything. I could be walking around and push the button in my pocket, the power button, and the device, let's call it this way, will start up, and the first thing it says is 6:04 p.m. or 6:03 p.m. or whatever. So we'll read the time. And today what I discovered is something that's been getting in my way for quite some time, which is when I record these vlogs, which I have now changed the name from 15 minutes to cardio vlogs, in case people are acclimated with the concept of 15 minutes. I've actually changed it to the cardio vlogs because I tend to go over 15 minutes too much. I may not do that today, but I do tend to go over. And for the last couple of days, which is why the videos were posted late, I recorded videos, but they've been two of the longest I've done. The July 15th vlog was 25 minutes long, and the yesterday's video vlog, which I went off, man. I went off, was 28 minutes long. So what I discovered was, I did a little YouTubing, as I'm prone to do, and I discovered I asked how to trim videos on your iPhone. And basically just by watching the way they did it, it taught me in my own way. They didn't have a video that showed you how to do it, but by doing it, watching that trim video, it taught me how to do it with VoiceOver installed, which is basically, instead of a single drag and drop, it's a double tap, drag, and it starts to trim the video on either end you're trying to edit it on. So that was pretty nifty. So I was pretty excited about that. Now I have not installed like iMovie on the iPod or on the iPhone, which I could probably do, but I just haven't done that because I usually do, time-wise right now, I don't have time to do a lot of editing, which I'm hoping will start changing more in the coming months. Whatever, but we'll see. But regardless, what the point is that as a result of it, I have not been able to upload the two videos for the 15th and the 16th. I've tried over and over again, but because of the size of it, when it hits the 50% mark, it's basically freezing and not going forward. So today, as a result of the convenience of Apple products and the easy maneuverability, I was able to trim the videos on either end, create two new videos, a part 1 and part 2, for each day, and begin uploading videos. So yay! And good job. It really helps, and I'm very happy with the technology more and more as I delve into it. So, great stuff, great stuff. Becoming more and more accessible, especially Apple, and you have to just find it. You have to just delve into it and get into it and start learning. So how are you doing? What have you been doing? Have you learned anything the last couple days? Have you been doing your shea loss thing? That's the big thing going on right now for people who do weight loss. At least most of the people that I see online finally got into. Finally had the opportunity to post a couple of the videos I wanted to. I still have some more I want to do, and I should have time to do a couple of them this weekend. Some reviews, some new movies coming out. Hoping to spend some time seeing those, and really just stay active in it this weekend. But next week's the big presentation, so I do have to spend a lot of time on that. As you can tell, my ellipticals deciding they have a few behavioral issues, a little bit of noise. Find moments when it starts to calm down, and others when it doesn't. But I don't really have much to talk about today. I did a huge rant yesterday, and I watched a Paula Deen video today, and you know, I'm not pretending that I am by any means perfect. Clearly, I'm not perfect. What I am trying to do, though, is to get inside of people's heads and understand where they come from. But I will never understand how degrading and opposing people on one level because they say the N-word, and allowing other people who use the N-word to get away with it, how that is considered right. Because it is a double standard. No matter how you say it, it's a double standard. And to denounce and oppose one person that says it, but not another set of people that say it, is a just double standard, and it is discrimination. Just as much as despising people for their religions or disagreeing with their religions. What I don't believe is that any religious group or any ethnic group should have an advantage over the other. And I don't believe we should call out people for it. Just like I believe that people of different genders no gender should be making more money than the other. I've never felt that way. I've always felt that an equal balance should exist across the board. Now, Christianity was the basis for this country. It doesn't mean that that should have the advantage, but what it also doesn't mean is that new religious groups should have any more of an advantage or control. It's sort of like atheism. I believe Muslims should have the right to believe and go after their own beliefs and pursue their beliefs as long as it doesn't hurt other people. I want to make that very clear. Just like Christianity, I feel the same way about. But it doesn't mean I think that Muslim people should tell Christian people any more than Christian people should tell Muslim people that they cannot display their religious beliefs at Christmas time and things like that. I think that's wrong. You shouldn't say, well, you can't do it because it offends me. So what? Don't look at it. If you don't believe in religion of any kind, don't look at it. Don't look at it. You can't stand here and support songs like Adam Sandler's Hanukkah, which I happen to think is incredible. And I adore the Hanukkah songs. But you can't stand here and support those and then say that Christians who sing, the Baby Jesus song or Silent Night, that they don't have that right, and start to eliminate those. That's imbalance. So, I'm someone who believes across the board equality and equal rights for everyone. I also believe in the philosophy, which seems to be drifting further and further away in our society, of innocent until proven guilty. And the mainstream media has a lot of responsibility for the problems in that area. It really does. And look, there he goes. But I really do, in this, I really will, because we all have our things to do. But I think that the mainstream media is really making it difficult for fair trials to occur. There are certain people that are innocent and certain people that are clearly guilty, but the evidence will show that. And making a media circle of it does nothing more than create separation between us as people. Let evidence decide. The mainstream media is destroying a lot of and interfering a great deal with the balance in society because it caters to certain groups and political affiliations, and it's dangerous and it's devastating to equality in this country. Devastating. You can deny it or not, but the right-wing media and the left-wing media both have agendas, and none of them have to do with equality. They cater to groups that they believe will get them more votes and elected. And the lines are blurring, ladies and gentlemen. And it's very, very dangerous and devastating to our equality and to our growth as a community. So, technology and equality. Those are the key words for today. I think I went away from Cookie Monster and immediately went Yoda. E stands for equality. Equality is strong in this one. Who doesn't know that by now, the Cookie Monster? And who doesn't know that Cookie Monster and Yoda are voiced by the same person? Look it up, it's easy to find. Okay, I will get out of here, I will. I need cookie. Alright, take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Hope you got your cardio in. Live happy. Take great care. And live with passion. See you tomorrow.